Okay, so in this video tutorial, just I'm going to tell you about, that is my interface, that is iProduct repository. And here we have a get all product async and get by ID async, add product, update product, delete product, saved, and is product adjust. Okay, now I want to go for the specifications. I mean to say that when I just add, uh, you know, the type, just I want to search it the based on the types and the brands in entity directory. You can see that here we have a product and here we have a brand and the types. So you can see that here we have a brand and the types, and I want to search it based on the brands and the types. So you can just add in the interface, that is iProduct repository, and I want to add a interface like that is the string of type, that is type, and a string of it's a nullable that is the based on the brand. And also I want to configure it your product repository class, that is under your infrastructure and implementation and the product repository. Now you can see that here we have a get all products, that we can just return it product list. So you can just add a string, it's a type of nullable, that is type string, it's a type of type, and the brand I want to add it here. So based on the type and brand I want to execute the part. Okay, so first of all I want to get where query is what, that is the context. So you can use await context dot products. Okay, it's a queryable type data, so you can say that it's actually db set product does not contain a definition for get awaiter and not accessible, so there is no need to add await here. So we need to that context dot product is a iQueryable data, that is the db set of product query, or you can say that as queryable product dot as queryable data. Okay, so you can see that here we have a iQueryable of type product query, and now I want to apply the sorting and the types. So if not string dot is null or white space of type, then you can say sort the data. If it is not null string, then query is what, that is query is query dot where, and so you can say just x tends to x dot type is double equals to type. Okay, if not string dot is null or white space, sorry, dot is null or white space of that brand, then you can say query is what, query is terms of query dot where x tends to x dot brand is double equals to brand. Okay, so that is the explanation is here, that is if string is null or a white space not a type, then query you can say query dot where x tends to x dot type is double equals to type and the brand. Now I want to go for the next part, that is I want to return the products. Okay, and I also want to add a sorting here, so you can just add a sorting, so that is the type. So you can see that here you can add that is context dot products dot to list. So instead of this I want to add await query dot to list or async. Okay, so you can just add in a controller section, so in API you can add your controller section, and that is one my API controller, and you can add that is the type. So string is type string, its type of brand. So you can just add, both are nullable, so you can just add type and brand, both are nullable, so it will return the products of iReadable query. Okay, so just I want to add a configuration file, so just open your debugger run and debug folder, and here we have a run and debug directory. So add run and debug directory, you can just add a C# debugger I want to add. So add a C# launch startup project MVC card, okay, and launch setup project, that is user settings. So you can just add a API project. So here you can see that here we have a just restore the project and just start your API project. But I want to get an error message. So would you like to continue and run the last successful build? No, that's I want to add a updated build. Okay, so you know that here we have a add configuration file, and what configuration you have to add, that is okay, so here you can see that here we have a settings.json file, and under the MVC cart applications. Okay, so first of all, create a launch.json file for the C sharp, based on the C sharp, and add a configuration that is .NET attached to that .NET process. So also add a new configuration for the launch C sharp project. Okay, so the project, the name is I want to open C sharp uh, to launch and debug. Okay, so that is the configuration name. The project name is API project I want to debug. Okay, C sharp API debug, and here we go for the launch.json to save it. And under the file we have a .NET Core attach, that is .NET Core attach and C sharp API debug. So I want to use C sharp attach file, and just I want to run this configuration. Now command field vimic process get name dot process id dot command line dot format column list vimic is not recognized as an internal or external command. Okay, and what is the vimic is here, that is the workplace. Or you can see that here we have a relative path to the project folder and the project name dot csc project name. So just I want to add a workplace folder, is that is my workplace, and I want to open my API project. So you can just set API, and that this name is api.cs project. That is your API, and here we have a api.cs project file. Okay, now just after that I want to again go for the run and debug, and just attach .NET Core attach, and I want to run it. So first we need to add a .NET run command, and just after that you can use your debugger file. So it's running well, and I want to just open your run and debug file, and you can see that here we have a variables and .NET Core attach file. Okay, so .NET Core attach actually is searching your API project that are running in the process. Okay, so it will running well. Now you can open your Postman, and just hit the URL that is already running, and you can say just when we run our URL, it will give me a 500 internal server error, repository is not implemented right now. So just go for the program.cs file. That one is I want to stop the debugger first because it's not stopping right now. So you know that it's paused, and just go inside there, it's not running well. So I want to go for the first thing is the API project, and here we have a program.cs file. Under the program.cs file we need to add a repository, that is uh, builder.services.add scope, and under we have just add the product repository, and implemented class is the product repository. Okay, so you can use it here, and just I want to use debugger again because it's will running well, so use debugger to run it again. And here we go for api.exe file. .NET Core attach is already running. Do you want to start another instance? No, it's already running. So there we go for just again, and it will take time to restart the process, I think. So you can see that here we have a debug console. It's optimized and debugger option is just my code enabled, and everything is running well. So just to start it again, it's posed by me. And so first of all, stop the debugger. Just I want to stop my debugger, and just after that I want to start it. Okay, so just go for the terminal, and here we go for use Control C to stop the debugging, and here you can see that debugging is stopped right now, and after that you can just restart it again. So .NET run, and after the .NET run command you can see your running is well, and now after that your .NET run command is going on. Now you can just go again for your debugger and API project api.exe. Now you're running well. Now after that you can see just go again inside the product and products repository, and you can see the output, the actual output. Yeah, it's there, it's running well. Okay, so just I want to get a breakpoint here, another products controller, and under the products controller I just create a breakpoints here. So just again go hit button, and you can see that your breakpoint is hitting right now. Okay, so this is your this class, that is your products controller class, and the type is string, brand and products and product repository. Okay, so that is my code, and later on I will discuss the next one. Okay, because I want to pass it the queries, so you can just complete the query, and now just after that you can just use products, and the type is something like that, but I want to add something inside it here.